Could one of you tell me where you're up to?
Thank you very much. Okay, we're up to. Sarah's produced this lovely document so far. It's going to be a booklet. And as we've got each each method of assessment inside it. Sorry, excuse me. There we go. Observation. And what we're looking to do is all have our own comments about the one assessment method.
Which is iron gravels.
And we all add to this, we all go add our own thing, and at the end of it, what I just suggested then, maybe we sit down in front of the camera and go through it and evaluate each one and come up with a group evaluation at the end of it. That might work.
Yeah, is there.
But yeah, I think if we do it in front of the camera and add that as a digital thing, I think we'll get a lot more out of it, I think, as a group.
And how are we going to work it?
Or maybe what we could do is one document, we spend a week on it each, or whatever, 3 or 4 days, to fill in our opinion, our view, and then we pass it on to the next person. So it gets done in a time scale, then we can all come together. We've all got the same document, we've all got each other's opinions, we can all have a read through it, and then we come together and sit down over coffee and discuss the whole scenario and come up with, we can just take minutes as like a meeting normally with a video.
How are you going to collaborate on this document?
Through ICT, aren't we?
Yeah, ICT.
That's quite vague. Through what sort of ICT?
We do it through computer email.
Okay, have you considered collaborative documents that you can all work on in separate locations?
Simultaneously.
Simultaneously?
Yeah, actually, we do that in our office actually with tracking sheets, where we have one tracking sheet for the whole of public services, where we can all go on it and update each unit. So that could work as well, actually.
If you could set it up, I wouldn't know how to do it.
Yeah, I could give it a go.
There are applications that will actually open up Word documents that you can all collaborate on in various places, so you can all be geographically apart and collaborate on one shared document that you all work on, rather than sending the same thing backwards and forwards. Yeah, though I'm not going to tell you what these are called, you have to find out for yourself.
Cool.
Okay, excellent.
Okay?
Brilliant.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Can I interrupt you a second, Rings? Could you... I know you love me, Phil. You've got such lovely hair, though. I'm going to have to... James is the one looking at the camera going, yes, film me. Could you tell me where you're at the moment? Just give me an update.
We're working through this and we're trying to work out what sort of theories we're going to look at, because we're going to put it into a portfolio. So we're distributing the theories between the 4 of us, although one person's not with us today, and we're talking about how we're going to put that into a portfolio and how it's going to work. So we're just working through those theories and just sort of dissing out some of the work we've got to do. So coming up with the theories as well, just working out which are the best ones to do in terms of learning.
Have you thought about the way this portfolio is going to be presented?
Not necessarily. I think we'll probably do that when we bring it together, when it all comes together. That's how it will
Okay. Maybe think about whether you're going to go for paper-based or electronic, and how you're going to go about putting that together. And think of time that you've got to do this in as well. Okay. Would one of you like to give me an update on where you're at the moment?
One of the team would, yes.
Well, we've just printed out everyone's comments that were made on the forum on Moodle, and we're just going to start, working through them.
Which determines what we already know, isn't
Well,
it?
yeah, I think this does sum up our knowledge on assessment so far.
Okay, and we've done that, and then we were just going to start discussing, identifying what you need to find out to cover the 5 learning objectives set down below. We haven't got round to discussing it yet.
Have you got round to discussing how you're going to present your findings?
Well, we had an idea. You did have a very good idea earlier.
Do you think this is...
I think it's a good idea because the prospect involves technology.
Yeah, well, I suggested that we did like a role play with different assessment methods and film it, go somewhere, film it, and then we could present it in the film.
I like lots of sort of faces. Yeah, we like that. Okay.
Well, it's not presenting really, it's just showing films. I mean, the film should really look after itself.
Yeah.
I mean, Baxter's got to agree with this, I believe.
I have to agree with the method that you have suggested, and I agree where you're at then.
Okay, I think what we're going to try and do is to address the first 3 points. We would like to do it.
Okay, there you go.
We'd like to do it in the format of someone doing an appraisal. So someone's in an appraisal scenario. So you've got a teacher being appraised by 2 other teachers, specifically at the point where they're talking about assessment methods. So we're thinking of doing it as either live or as a video would be preferred. And you'd cut into the point where the appraisers would ask questions about what are the current strategies that the teacher uses in their teaching practice, and then you'd ask them, and they would talk about that, and then you'd give the opportunity of the appraisers to say, well, have you thought about such and such, or so-and-so's theory, or whatever, and to have the dialogue going in that respect. And then you'd ask the person being appraised to pick one type of assessment that they do in their current teaching practice, and to expand on how it meets equality and diversity issues. And then you'd ask them to, following the discussion in the appraisal, how do they think? Do they have any immediate thoughts about how they could improve their assessment? How it's working.
Okay, I like it. You need to decide how this is going to be presented. You mentioned Phil, think about the fact that we might need some evidence for the university to actually have.
We were thinking of doing a video. That's our preferred route, is to video it.
Yeah.
But we would need, none of us know how to sort of use any editing software.
It's the resourcing the ICT that we're just briefly discussing.
We wondered that's one issue, but in terms
Consider the people who are in the college who may be.
we wondered about film studies people, whether there'd be someone
brilliant.
willing to help with that, and also as well as doing the video, we'd actually present this as the person's appraisal form,
So we
and
have the
feedback.
written work out.
So that's what we wanted as well.
Because it's all going to be pre-scripted. We can always have the appraisal sheet completed with evaluations and input from the person who's conducting the appraisal.
Could that be added to your submission, maybe?
Yes, we would put that in as part of our submission.
So you see Paul John's out the film. There you go. Hey.
And then to address AL08 and AL07, we wondered if we could do that as our own our own personal reflection on the tasks that we've done in AL01.
Does that mean collect the evidence from what we've done in the presentation for your portfolio? AOA.
I would just like to know. Hello. I'd like to know where you're at the moment. How far you've got.
Discussion.
Go on. Tell me more.
Well,
I'm zooming in on your face now.
fantastic.
No, I'm not.
We've sort of come full circle really. We sort of weren't really sure what the hell we were going to do, and now Dave came up with one idea which we all really like, and we're working out how we're going to show it, how we're going to answer the brief, but also incorporate Dave's idea. Dave, do you want to say what your idea is?
Go, Dave.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. We're going to do, could I do MIDAS minibus training for the college,
Right.
which involves a little bit of classroom work,
Yeah.
which covers the formative assessment through doing a bit of theory, and they have to do a written test,
Yeah.
and then if they complete that, then we go on to do the practical, which is another form of assessing, because obviously you have to assess them as they drive them to suitability. But what we're going to do is have 2 different types of styles of driver.
Okay.
You have a nervous type, not a confident driver, so you have to work out how you're going to assess them. And then you're going to have, on the other hand, a really, really confident driver, who's a little bit, not blasé, but more confident, so you make it more challenging for them. So it's kind of a bit of differentiation there as well.
That's a good idea. I like that.
And we're going to link it all together with the help of Dan,
sort of assignment, we're going to put it online. So we'll have like a sort of an online portfolio via website with the evidence on it, so videos and pictures and text evidence in all our assignments.
You look scared.
Great.